What's going on, family? Happy Thanksgiving. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is Down to Earth Tarot. Please hit the like button, subscribe, drop your sun, moon, and rising down below, and let me know where you're watching from. Big shout out always to everybody in Michigan, especially Lansing and Detroit. Family, shout out to the Sagittarius folks. Sagittarius family that are in the room, happy birthday, happy Sagittarius season. As mentioned in the reading specifically for Capricorn, so all my readings really are general, regardless of the caption or the tag, a situation regarding a lot of patience. Some of you dealing with a Sagittarius person, having a lot of fire Sagittarius in your chart, maybe that's in your moon, rising. But a situation regarding a lot of patience, equal giving and taking. I also get the vibes with this person kind of looking like they're walking on water. Somebody giving a lot of grace to someone and or a situation. I also feel, well, every time I look at this, it makes me think of Project Pat Chicken Head. It also gives me the vibes for some of you, on a more serious note, of some of you, the situation being long distance, as I'm looking at that house behind him, kind of far away or at a distance from him. So, family, who or is this person, or what is this situation that you have right now that is going to need or has been giving a lot of patience to a situation? Some of you dealing with another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Some of you dealing with a family situation here. Interesting. Could be dealing with a fixed sign. Now I'm leaning more Taurus if it's an earth sign person, but could be anyone. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Now I'm locked in. Now I am locked in. Virgo, fixed signs, Sagittarius. Okay. Mutable over here. Fixed signs over here. Lots of earth, fire. But we've been seeing a lot of that lately. Fire. Virgo vibes, not once but twice, with the Hermit / Dr. Grant. And the Daughter of Coins / Knight of Pentacles. What is a situation with a lot of potential? Person with a lot of potential. Please drop their sign down below, as well as your sign. Requiring a lot of patience, equally given and taking. To build on something. And for some of you, this coming in from a new person, new venture, something outside of one's typical comfort zone. Some of you, it's a situation regarding travel or being alone. And notice again, the Hermit, by oneself, far away. As I mentioned earlier, the perspective with this man here and the house here in the background, this distance. Some of you, again, in a long distance thing, having to travel for work, travel to make the situation work. So I'm wondering if a situation isn't where somebody's living at a distance, like overseas, from overseas, language difference, barrier. But I almost get the vibes of two people that are alone. Two businesses, two separate things coming together to make a situation work. Now, it does just happen to be Thanksgiving, a holiday today, at least when I'm recording this. So it's giving the holiday vibes. It's giving the holiday vibes here. Somebody being, with the family while somebody's, alone. So again, who's this person that's far away from family? living at a distance from you, you living at a distance from them, or maybe you're not at a distance, but somebody is far away from home, doesn't have family on a holiday. I feel like today, but just in general, far from family by themselves, if not both people on the holiday, specifically, and coming together to build a little situation here. Some of you are seeing age difference in the situation with this King of Pentacles / Father of Coins. And when I think age difference, so it's general, could be, everybody's different. I think 10, 20, 30, significant age difference with the King of Pentacles. Could also be somebody who's very financially stable. Amen. Financially stable, good with their money. And not only that, when I look at this particular King of Pentacles, it's the genie lamp for me. As a Disney kid, what's the vibe of this person, male or female, checking a lot of your or this person's boxes? Somebody kind of being everything that somebody's wished for and just kind of building up on a situation. While I'm not saying anybody is perfect, we don't believe in that here, working together, coming together and building things. While I feel like it's writing goals down, I feel like this started for some of you. I'm going to get very specific. For some of you, this started with you actually writing down, manifesting, praying for exactly this type of situation that you found, exactly the type of person that it is that you found. So that's step one with the writing things down and making it real. Especially those of you that already journal and have diaries, that kind of motion. But not only that, all of this earth, the garden here, we got things in motion. We have this period of isolation, which we've seen in previous readings for weeks. We saw that going back again. Subscribe, join the family. But somebody isolating themselves, working on themselves, as well as somebody else, again, the alone vibes and kind of coming together, being very specific, drawing somebody in. Those of you that were looking for a better job situation, finding that, getting into alignment with that type of situation, business partner, getting contracts, things like that. But those of you looking for a romantic partner as well, the single people, not the cheaters, because they be up in here heavy. The single people, specifically. The people that are separated from their families, whether it is distance or for other reasons, them and you and them coming together. And again, a situation having a lot of potential. Heavy Virgo vibes. Again, Sagittarius, the earth signs, heavy. But I always have fire readings over here. And 'tis the season, right? The Sagittarius vibes. But a situation being solid and stable. And why do I feel like both individuals in this Nine of Pentacles, as well as this Dr. Grant Hermit vibe, of instead of being codependent, which we've seen over here on this channel, family, Lord have mercy, but being interdependent. Very stable. And again, the genie lamp, the man writing down, the woman writing down, both people looking to come together and meet in the middle. The Three of Baskets here coming together, celebrating, rejoicing. I also get the vibes of somebody, if not both parties, being very low key. The garden here and this Father of Coins, right? The Dr. Grant here, and even the Son of Sticks, the fact that all these people are alone, but it gives the vibes of being at home, being outside, going for walks outside, right? Exploring the city, or if you're rural, being outside, doing things like that. But staying at the crib, homebody vibes. But even if you're, more exciting than that, matching each other's energy. I also, with this Five of Wands here in the background, I also feel like a situation is being either kept quiet, or there are very few people that know about this. And I feel like that's partially because a situation is new. I feel like new, and somebody is starting to develop feelings, and I feel like somebody wants to be in a certain place emotionally before they say certain things. But there's also this element of not wanting to say things because the situation is new, and not wanting any negative input from people. And you know what I'm talking about. So I don't actually see any wild, ridiculous conflicts, but just keeping a situation low key. But even before that, the vibe was already low key. So keeping a situation secret, private, just between you and this person, is seeming very adult and intimate, family. Lots of water, as we've been seeing here. Some of you dealing with a water sign person. Shout out to the water signs watching: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And now we're seeing the fives: the Five of Wands, fire, the Five of Knives, air, and this Ace of Sticks. Ooh. Let's talk about being very excited to talk to somebody on the phone for hours and hours. Being very invested in what this person is saying, what it is that they're doing, checking up on them. It also speaks to there being a very serious conversation about where a situation is headed. So a situation between you and this person that is, I feel like, very low-key, stable, a homebody by themselves, for the most part, very independent. For some, I feel like it's also moving very quickly, but being very direct about what it is that they want, where it is that a situation is headed, and being excited. And you can't be somebody being very excited about a situation. Now, I've seen a lot of things. We also see this conversation here of this vibe of somebody having a serious talk about the past, their past. Could be previous relationships, where it is that they come from. All the pentacles that we've seen, it could be the truth about their past as in their family situation and or dynamic. Everybody being different. You know your situation better than me. The five showing up, and now the threes, the three of air, and now the three of fire. So the air and the fire vibes. Let's talk about the opportunity for a situation to grow. But I also feel like while somebody is invested in giving a situation time, there is either the feeling and or suspicion and or the feeling, fear, that somebody is seeking other opportunities elsewhere, still wanting to keep their options open. So for some of you, there's going to be a serious conversation about where you stand with this person, even though, again, there's this building growing because of all the potential. Some of you, that may be the reason why you haven't mentioned anything to anybody, because there hasn't necessarily been a conversation about exclusivity, but there has been conversations about where you and this person would like to go and where they would like to go. And from everything that we've seen here, you are on the same page. So for some of you, there's this fear that somebody is still looking for someone else, exploring their other options, leaving the door open. But with the matching 3s and 5s, right? To me, it gives the vibes of matching energy. So whether or not somebody's saying something, I think we need to focus on somebody's actions, worry about more than being in our heads. But it also gives me the vibe again, with somebody being very patient, both of you being patient and giving a lot to this situation and or wanting to give a lot to this, as it seems like both parties are very invested, a simple conversation about this would clear it up. A simple conversation, all of this air, the 2 and Queen of Air knives in this deck showing up here. A simple conversation will clarify everything. Make it clear, crystal clear. And not only that, again, the proof being in somebody's actions, in their words. Some of you even written down in a contract. It could even be that somebody's willing to put it in writing or make a situation serious. And after this conversation, we see new beginnings here. We also see this Aunt Caroline. Why do I feel like for those of you that may be not spending the holiday together today, I feel like the next major holiday, if not this time next year, though I don't typically give time frames, bringing this person home, meeting this person's family. But a new beginning starting after this conversation in or clarifying where a situation is headed, having a certain conversation, somebody making it clear. A serious new beginning. And it is kind of like, is somebody almost questioning whether or not somebody is really invested, but the energy is matching. Even with the 8 and 9 of coins, we see the man here writing something down. We see in the 9, we see the woman writing things down. The 3s, the 5s matching. It's the matching energy. Again, both people being either separated from family and or alone, and coming together to make a situation work. I also think of traveling here with the Aunt Caroline. I also think FaceTiming, sending a lot of pictures. Some of you, that situation being long distance. Some of you with a fixed sign person, heavy with the fixed sign energy with the Garden and the Aunt Caroline. But the free man here, or the Fool, Gemini. Somebody is going to be all in after a serious conversation. And this sounds eerily similar to the previous reading. So again, check that out in the Capricorn playlist. It's almost as if somebody needs to specifically hear something, have a very specific conversation. And this person that's straddling the fence and or unsure here is going to be all in. All in. All in. Another 3. So we've seen the 3 of air, fire, now earth here. We're talking about alignment, looking to cooperate now. So this person that was reserved, the 3 of cups, we've seen all the 3s with the exception of the Empress. 3s being very important for someone. This person that was reserved, holding back, not quite sure, needing some type of extra reassurance or needing more time to feel safe. Upon this conversation, upon making certain things clear, some of you writing a situation down, signing a contract, somebody's jumping headfirst all into a situation again, and not foolishly, clearly not foolishly. This is somebody laying it out, somebody feeling safe, somebody knowing that the stage of not quite knowing, feeling like maybe a situation is too good to be true, where it was questionable. Again, this person checking all the boxes here, new person, not a past vibe. Are they serious about investing? Is this, and for some of you, I also feel like, is somebody willing to cooperate as far as the traveling, meeting somebody halfway? Are they really invested in this for those of you that are far away? Because somebody was definitely on the verge of tapping out there. Very defensive, wanting to protect themselves. But notice again, this Nine of Wands, we see our girl here with the wall and fence, whatever that is, right behind her. This is somebody who is now, okay, putting that fence down or coming from behind the fence to open themselves up, to bring balance to a situation. Libra vibes, more the air. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here with the Dr. Buzzard or Justice card, but the scales tipping, becoming more even. And now we're in a situation where both parties are giving. Especially if it was a situation where somebody was emotionally ready to go all in, but the logical person needed something else. Oh, now my light's going out. Really? A more logical person may have needed more reassurance and or time. And those scales, that situation becoming even. Again, through conversation, now we see somebody all in. Now we see somebody all in. We also, again, see somebody being patient here, right? With the Temperance. Well, you can't see it now because it's so dark. And the Sixes, right? The Lovers, Gemini. The Six of Air / Knives, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And moving on. Choosing to move on together. Making the choice to be together, to work a situation out, to sign a contract, right, for some of you. Because the Judgment here is an ending. It is revealing all things. It is somebody's skeletons coming out. For some of you, it's bigger than a Tower moment. It brings an ending. And we already have the Garden. We've already seen the Fool. Yes. There's a conversation that opens the door to the next level of a relationship, of an agreement between two people here. And moving on to much calmer waters. I almost feel like new waters with the Six of Coins, but investment and the repeating. Like I said, let's talk about somebody coming in to match someone's energy. Earth and fire here, fours. The Four of Coins, the Four of Sticks. New beginnings, 1111, make a wish. Speaking new relationships, being solid, coming together. Having a solid foundation with that Four of Coins. We already see the cooperation, right? With the Three of Pentacles, all the Pentacles down here. Having a plan, being very invested. So not just talking about the individual plan, but the plan as you as a couple. And putting things into motion. Putting things into motion, you and this person, making it happen. I feel like together, you and this person having all the tools that you need to be successful. And when I think of the Son of Coins, it comes after that Ten of Pentacles, right? Generational wealth, long-term happiness, long-term relationships, right? Abundance, children. We already see the Father of Coins here, but when I think King and Queen of Pentacles, I think parents. A serious situation is coming together. A serious situation where you are just as invested as the other party. giving a situation time, space, equal giving and taking, meeting each other halfway. I feel like it's really starting to bloom for some of you. Family, I'm not going to keep you long. Please let me know what resonated for you. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know where you're watching from. Drop this person's sign down below. And Capricorns, cross watchers, I will be tapping in with you very soon. Keep it real.